I had recently gone fishing with my friend Will at OG Fishing on YouTube, and I learned some things. I noticed Will, he has on his boat, he has two cameras, two GoPros. One of them is mounted on the boat, and it's kind of getting the big picture of him fishing. And the other one is his point of view, his viewpoint, however you want to put that. And it was something similar to this, a neckband with the GoPro mounted on it. And I've seen his videos, I've seen many of his videos, and they turn out really good. So I want to kind of duplicate that, and so thanks for the idea, Will. I'm planning on going and doing some fishing in the future. I have a boat, and it's time to start using it. And I have 3 goals, actually 4. But with the videoing, I want to be hands-free, and this accomplishes that. And I don't like wind noise in my videos. I want my audio to be nice quality. I don't like watching videos too much. I mean, I still watch them, but it's better if you don't have that wind noise. So what's going to help with that, good quality audio with no wind noise, is the second goal that I have. And the third goal is to not have to deal with really long files in editing to get to where I caught a fish. And Will helped me with that. I'm going to put a link in the description to his channel, since he contributed. So he's the one that kind of led me down this path. I guess I'm sort of adding on to his method out of my desire to not have wind noise. Is really the only difference. And the way he does, he uses looping in his GoPro, the looping mode during videoing, and I didn't know about that. And we'll get into that. So easier editing, and no wind noise, and hands-free. I actually have a 4th goal, catch fish, but this can't help with that. So here we go. I'm going to go through this right quick, as fast as I can. This GoPro that I'm going to use, I want to show you. This one, I believe, is a 12. Hero 12 Black. And if you use GoPros, you'll know that you can't connect a external mic, a lavalier mic, wireless microphone system to a GoPro with the standard the plate here. So that plate, I still have my plate that came with this GoPro. It's in my accessories bag. But this is a mod, a GoPro mod, and this is what I'm going to use. You see, the GoPro has the port there, the connection, and on the mod you have that connection that mates up to it, and you just slide that in right there. And what the mod allows you to do is so slide it in there, close the cap, and the mod allows you to connect a microphone into that jack port. And also there's a charge port, and there's a third port that's like an external feed. You can connect this to a monitor or something you want to connect to and watch your media, what you've recorded on a bigger screen, I guess is the way to say it. So next I want to show how to do the looping and what the looping is all about. And this one is already set up with looping as a preset, so I can't use this one to show you. But I have a GoPro that I've never done looping on, and that preset is not set up. So let me pull this down, and we'll go through the process. It's pretty simple. You see when I started it up, it's in standard video mode, And if I tap that and I go through the options that I can change it to, there's activity, okay, standard, full frame, activity, cinematic, and ultra slow-mo. There is no looping, and I want to add looping. So I'm going to tap up here in the top right, that little thing. Yep, okay. So I've got standard, full frame, activity. Here's those options that we saw. I want to add one, so I'm going to hit this plus sign. Yep. And I'm going to get to explaining exactly how looping works in a second. So I've chosen looping. Hit the check mark. And here's settings. You can change your settings like you would with any video mode, like the resolution and frames per second and all that. But the most important is this interval right here. So the interval, 5 minutes. I'm going to use 5 minutes. It also has 20 minutes, 60 minutes, 120 minutes, and max. Don't know exactly what that means or how you would use it. I'm going to use 5 minutes, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to go ahead and explain what the looping is. What will explain to me, what I've learned, is you use looping. So let's say, let me get back to a camera that has looping. I think that's going to be the best way to explain it. We'll set this one aside for right now. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. All right. So this is one I've already got set up. We're going to pretend that we're fishing. I'm going to go to the video mode. And it is on looping. And the reason it's there is because that's the last thing I used on this camera. If I wanted to go back to the standard video mode, I would just tap on that right there, tap video, and I would be back to video. Or on some GoPro models, it will stay standard. Either way, this is what you would typically use to record a 17 or 23 minute video or whatever you wanted to do. Looping is a different animal. And here's how it helps. Let's say I go fishing, and when I start fishing, I'll go ahead and hit, I want to record, so I'll tap the button on top and start recording, and I fish for 29 minutes. Haven't caught a thing, nothing exciting happened, nothing I would ever use in a video. That's 29 minutes of video I have recorded I'll never use, and I have to look, go through when in editing to find the little clip, this part that I want to use in my video. Well, how looping helps is now that this is set for 5 minutes as well, this camera, and it records 5 1-minute clips, 5 1-minute files, video files. Okay, at the end of the fifth one, at the end of 5 minutes, it goes back to that first 1-minute clip and starts rewriting it. It writes over it, and it never has more than a 5-minute video clip. It doesn't record for the 29 minutes or whatever. That could be very advantageous if you edit videos. You will understand that. If you use GoPros and edit video, you get that. Okay, here's the second part. And let's say you do catch a fish. After 17 minutes, right, you're recording. You've only got 5 minutes of video recorded because it's rewriting that original stuff, right? But in 17 minutes, you catch a fish, and you fight the fish, and you get him into the boat, and you take a picture, and you put it in front of the camera to video it, whatever you do. Now you're done. That's all you want to record of that. You hit the button at the top, right here, and it will set aside the previous 5 minutes that you recorded. If you caught a fish at 2.5 minutes, it's going to set aside that 2.5 minutes of video, and it won't rewrite over it. Okay, now you've released the fish or put it on your stringer or whatever you do, and you're ready to go back to fishing. You hit the top button again, and the process starts again. It starts a new 5-minute loop. Okay, I probably did a horrible job of explaining that, but that's the best I can do. I'm not a really technical person. So, yeah, but that's going to be very beneficial to me. So let's go back to setting up the other GoPro to do looping. All right? All right. I didn't finish the process before and turned it off, so I may have to start all over, but that's okay. It's on activity and standard full frame activity. See, there's no looping there. So let's click that, and let's click that, and let's go to looping and click the check mark. Yep. Here's the thing, 5 minutes. That's what I want. Yep. Going to click the check mark, and here the third step, you get to name it, and you can choose custom, air, bike, epic, indoor, motor, mounted, all these choices. I want it to remind me exactly what that setting does, so I'm going to choose looping. It's at the very bottom. Hit the check mark, and looping has been added. All right, so let's say I'm in sorry about that. I'm in standard video mode for a few days. Then I want to go fishing. So what I'm going to do, I would put this in a mod so that I can use my my lavalier wireless microphone system. And I would tap on this. And since I've added looping, it's an option now, and there you go. It's going to do the 5-minute deal with the overriding, unless I hit the button on top here and tell it I want to save that because I caught a nice fish, and there you go. Looping has been added as a preset. It's called a preset to this GoPro. So the next thing on my mod here, since I have these ports to add these things, I have here, this is a Hollyland Lark M1, and I'm going to plug this connecting wire right into that port, and I'm going to right here I have a receiver. I'm going to put that receiver, see, it's got a clip where you can clip it to your shirt or whatever you're going to clip it to, the receiver. Now I'm going to put it on this cold shoe on the top of the GoPro mod and connect my wire to it. Right, I'm going to put this up here to get it out of the way, and I take my microphone. This is one of my goals, right, is no wind noise. And as you may know, if you put one of these fuzzy windshields, also known as dead cats, I'd prefer to call them fuzzy windshields because we have 5 cats and they get offended. So now I'm going to clip this onto the bill of my cap or my shirt pocket or my collar, wherever I want to clip this mic to. And I will have good quality sound, better than the sound would be even if there was no wind, using the audio from the GoPro, the mic from the GoPro internal mic. Better audio, and if the wind's blowing, I won't have that wind noise. And cool, so this helps with my goals. The mod for the GoPro, it does not interfere with the ears, right? They'll mount right there on the neck loop, the neck band, and it'll mount right there. And the way that I will do it, actually, it will go this way. Sorry about that. Kind of need to point the camera in the right direction. and fully assembled. That's the rig I'm going to use, and I'm going to Lake Somerville today to test this out. I could test it out in my front yard, but I've been itching to go to the lake. So I'm going to go hang out at the lake. I'm probably not going to catch anything because the wind is howling, but it's a great day to test this. And I'm going to go eat at Mama's Kitchen in Somerville. Probably make a video about that. Been meaning to. And, wow, look at that. That's not good. So, yeah, there we go. There's my rig. I think this will meet my goals. 3 of them anyway. The catching fish part, we'll see. Stay tuned. Yay. I'm now entering Welch Park, which is operated by the city. How you doing? Got my day pass, $5. Once inside Welch Park, I parked here. There's the Black Pearl right there. And here's the beach, sorta. I guess you could call it the Welch Park Beach. There we go. I got around my neck, locked in, and I'll go to my phone and pull up the Quick app, GoPro Quick app, and I can see the view, and see whether I need to tilt that further down or further back. I think right there is going to be about right. And got my mic hooked up, and I'm going to test it. We'll see. I'm fixing to shoot some video with it, and we'll see how that goes. This is the first time for this setup for me. Okay, like Will at OG Fishing, link in the description, taught me, I have my GoPro set in looping mode. Looping, and I got it set for 5 minutes. And it will record for 5 minutes and then start recording over. If I catch a fish, or anything happens that I want to keep, see, that's my little rooster tail that I'm fishing with. If I want to keep it, I just push the record button on top, the red button on top of the GoPro, and it will save that video separately off in a file for me to pick up later. Alright? If I don't push that button, it'll just start recording over and over that 5 minutes, save a ton of time in editing. So I'm throwing a very light lure against the wind, and it is not going very far, but that's okay. The biggest thing I was trying to do here is test this camera setup, you know, and when I get back and replay the video. So here's what I want to do right now, just to see. I'm going to experiment. I'm going to hit the button to record this clip, this opening clip of this experiment. Let me get up here. Okay, that should have saved a clip and started a new one. This should be a second clip. And if it didn't work, I'll tell you in a text on the video. Okay, I'm experimenting, right? So I'm gonna push the button again, try to save this clip. So I'm hoping when I plug this in to download the video or upload it from the camera to my computer, that I have those other clips saved separately, and then I will know it's a success, and then I'll listen to the audio and see how well my fuzzy microphones work with connected to the receiver, connected to the mod, connected to the GoPro. Now if I could just connect with some fish, that would be great.